Hello everyone, this is Mr. Walden aka Tiny, and this is how to Shadowfang keep heroic in Cataclysm. You gotta deal with a lot of ghouls when you enter this dungeon. Clear them out until the first boss. Baron Ashbury. First spell is called Pain and Suffering, which is channeling damage to a random target. It can be dispelled. Next thing is to deal with Asphyxiate. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but I never mind. So this dispel will get throat of everyone in the fight, dealing shadow damage each second, and when the cast is done, he does a stay of execution. That heals everyone including himself, healing 10% for each player and 5% of himself. You better interrupt it when it reaches in the middle of the cast. Racking Pain inflicts shadow damage and increases your shadow damage taken by each 2 seconds, and it stacks. At 25% of his HP, he becomes a Dark Angel, dealing AoE damage and increase your damage taken each second. This lasts until either player die or you manage to kill him. Okay, this hall, there are some big ghouls you gotta deal with. They mostly spam cast fear. You better have a shaman with Tormentor totem or manage to kill them one by one. Moving on to the second boss, Baron Silverlaine. What he does is to spawn more ads than the whole dungeon itself. He spawns a lot and mostly work-ins. Veil of Shadow is a curse on his target, reducing all healing done to 50%. Cursed Veil is an AoE with 75% of healing done reduction, which is huge, need to be dispelled. So at 90%, 60% and 30% of health, he summons one random mob fight along with him. Although the Blind Watcher, well, I'm not sure how you can be blind and Watcher at the same time, but here we go. He does Enrage on himself, which is stacks, and he does a debuff which deals damage over time. Razor Claw the Butcher charges to the furthest target from him, dealing damage to the target and stun. He has life steal with his normal attacks but with a chance. Rethil Gore drains health from other people. And Wolfmaster Nandos deals quite big damage to his target, and he himself summons some wolves again. Yeah, more party I guess. Nothing really important for next wave of ads, to be honest. We can move on, but before pulling the boss, there are some other mobs on other side of the platform. Try to beat them before pulling the boss. Commander Springvale fights with two bodies along the fight. Discretion is likely the unholy Death Knight spell, reducing movement speed but with dealing some damage to whom are standing in it. Malefic Strike is 100% of his normal damage dealing to his target, and he regains unholy power to be able to cast other stuff. Shield of Perfidious is like a dragon breath. He deals in cone of 150 degrees in front of him. Ward of Shame is a debuff that cannot be dispelled or anything, dealing 5% of the target health as damage every 3 seconds, until either boss dies or the player dies. Try to interrupt Unholy Empowerment by Veiling Guardsman. He also interrupts players in 5 yards and has a Mortal Strike ability to damage to his target and reduce his healing taken by 25%. Tormentor Officer has the same Unholy Empowerment as well. Interrupt please. He gains himself a damage reduction buff when he reaches 20% or lower on HP and has Forsaken ability. His curses probably reduce your everything mostly by 40%. It can be interrupted also when he's doing it. Let's enjoy the music and I can take a nap meanwhile. Okay, so we got Lord Walden here. He's a truly weirdo. Conjure Frost Mixture is a cast that deals 25k AoE damage to everyone in 45 yards. Conjure Mystery Toxin. He summons a cauldron for 10 seconds. There will be 2 options after he does that. And when he reaches 25% of health, he summons Toxic Catalyst only. So if you get Toxic Coagulant, I don't know. My main language is not English and this isn't a word. So as he does that, you just run into the platform like maniacs. You'd be fine, trust me. If he casts Toxic Catalyst though, he inflicts some damage to the target but benefits the target with 100% critical strike. Ice Shard, well, visually you can see them. There are some shards coming toward the ground. You gotta dodge them in case of not getting damage from them. And Conjure Poisonous Mixture. When he drops the bottle at the random target, it deals damage to him and whoever is in the target's 4 yards. Some damage over time and 40% of movement slow. And that is it with the Witch Lord. Let's move on. Nothing really important about these mobs I can add. Lord Godfrey is mostly like a Wild West kind of guy, and here are his spells. Cursed bullets can be interrupted and dispelled, but if you don't, the target who get the damage and debuff from it will probably die. Pistol barrage, so for 6 seconds he tried to shoot unlimited barrages on a cone, which changes over time. Mortal wound deals damage and 10% healing reduction of his target and it stacks. Summon bloodthirsty ghouls. He does it like Death Knights. Tank gets them and you AoE them. Easy peasy. Okay, and that's it for Shadowfang Keep. We made it through all dungeons for Cataclysm. I tried to make guides on the next in the patch dungeons when they are about to release. As always, thanks all for your support and kindness to me. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos because they are on the way. Until then, cheers!